Well, hello, everybody out there in the wonderful wide internet world, and welcome to Pact Tactics. I am the starting host for today's episode, episode 20. We have a special kind of one shot being hosted by this guy right here. Mason has very willingly decided to take over for an episode because, as you can see, my background's different. I moved, and boy, has it been busy. So, to help ease the strain on me, he decided to go ahead and do a DM for this game. We'll catch back up with the normal plot point next week. But be sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can email us at pacttactics@gmail.com if you want to talk to us. I will be in chat today. A lot easier because, as you can see by my little namey tag, I get to play today. So I'll be in chat if you want to hang out and talk. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in with a scene. The air has still whooshed from Isadora leaving your room, Thane. The twinge in your chest from the emotion, your logic mind hitting, is running. I thought we had something. Echoes in your mind. But I liked her. Maybe loved her? Did she use me? When in walks in the room a man with golden fire eyes, a humanoid, metal skin, and kind of clanks. Thane, your presence has been requested. Please, do you feel like walking, or shall I push you?
I don't know. I mean, I I think I can walk. Just sorry, I have a little bit of a headache.
Sorry to hear that. Shall I grab the medic to assist you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Kind of get up, kind of start walking, though it's a concentrated effort because I feel like my legs are turning into jelly.
Mhm.
Am I in a hospital gown? Am I literally just walking out with my butt and tail hanging out?
You get out of bed like that, and he points to the closet. Your
Right,
clothes.
right. Can you somehow even worse? I can't dress.
So you get dressed, and he very quietly escorts you to the elevator that you know that brings you pretty much anywhere you want to go in the collective. And he places his finger in like a slot, and you see a door pop open. And he then places his other hand on it. You hear a few beeps, and the elevator shakes a little bit and then starts to move.
So, is the rest of my team already there? Am I late for something, or?
This is an assignment directly for you.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, maybe someone appreciates me. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
I am servant of collective.
He's a pure NPC, isn't he?
My designation number is A1F3. People call me Alfie.
Okay. Do you like that name?
I don't like or dislike most things.
Then Alfie it is.
It is Nookie.
Eventually, the elevator stops. When it opens, it is a tiered room that you're in. And it goes down 3, then to a main area. And there's a huge screen in the back of the room. It's kind of like an amphitheater, how it goes down, and then there's the stage. In the background is this huge screen, and you see a blue humanoid figure in the screen that moves around to different screen and points things out. And you see several people sitting at desks with other small screens. But in the center, there's a big projected holographed image of what you think is the universe.
You know, that's a lot smaller than I thought it'd be.
It's a very much zoomed out view.
Oh, right.
That is all known existence.
It's just me, or does it kind of look like a... I don't know. Does it look like a jellyfish?
Some
I
people,
thought the universe was a tree shape.
some people said fried egg.
Interesting. No, I can see it. I can see it. No, I can see that.
The yolk in the center, and it spreads out.
Yeah, you got the little bits over there that's from the oil. Okay, yeah, no, I can see that.
And whatever questions you have, it's always 42.
Please. This is where the escort ends. Walk down the stairs and ask for Mulvane.
Mulvane. All right, Mulvane. Thank you, Alfie. Mulvane. Just kind of muttering that over to himself over and over again as he starts walking down.
No problem. Dragon Slayer. Yes. And the door goes...
Someone recognizes me.
What you don't...
little bit more... A little bit taller than he's been, like, the last hour.
What you don't see is an Alfie's charging station. There's just pictures of heroes all over, and the new one he put up is the cat. So as you're walking down, you hear people clacking and talking. You hear Arrow's voice on occasion. People have headsets on or clacking, and a few people look at you as you go by, but they're quickly back into their work. And you approach the bottom level, and you see 4 people standing around the center with their hands, and they're going like this to certain areas, and they're expanding views.
Mulvane? Anyone?
One of the center, the person that's most center to you turns around, and it is a older man in very fine robes, a elven man. Very fine features, but he does look older for an elfie. There's actually like wordy lines, and that's very rare. Yes, hello. You're Thane Rust, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Thane Rust. Yes, I was told to come here and to ask for a Mulvane.
Yes, I am Grand Archmage Mage Mulvane. This pings in the back of your mind. You've read that somewhere in a book about a founder. I know I've changed the names recently because I lost the notes. But you suddenly realize you have an audience with at least one of the founders of the collective.
Do I call you my liege, or what's the proper like term? I mean, it's like whispering. What's the proper term that I'm supposed to use here, sir?
Mulvane is fine.
Mulvane. My Mulvane?
No, just Mulvane.
Just Mulvane. All right, Mulvane. Sir.
please, come with me. And he leads you off to a side room where there's more of a typical office, and there's a window that has like a sunny disposition. It's a completely different feel. Yes, congratulations. You are the first of your level to even see the operations room.
Thank you, sir. This is an honor.
As it should be. We have been watching you and your team very closely. And we have decided that we are going to be using you for a very important assignment.
Just me?
Just you. The rest of your team is skilled at where they are. We need someone, well, of your physical size, to be honest.
So wait. Just a clarification. You need a small person.
Yes.
My stature is what's getting me in here.
Your stature, your race, and your abilities all have played a part in your selection.
But you want me because I'm short.
Yes. Figure that one out.
Okay, I'll do it, sir.
Right.
What am I doing?
You're gonna go spy on the trust for us.
Ooh.
I already accepted, didn't I?
Pretty much.
All right. I'll do it. I know I already said I would, but I'll do it anyway. I guess. When exactly will I be
Now.
leaving? Now?
Yes. Your new armor is in your vessel. Arrow will be accompanying you and teaching you how to fly, but you will be allowed freedom of movement in between the spheres to spy on the trust as needed. Arrow does have all your mission details when you do board your ship.
Sir, can I ask for possibly for just a little bit of time just to make final partings for the rest of my team?
They will be made aware of your situation as best as they can, seeing how you have better clearance than they do at this point in time.
Right, but I mean, I'm just wondering. Obviously, security, secrecy, all that stuff kept in mind, but I feel like I need to be able to say goodbye to them personally. This is just a temporary thing, right? Or I'll be able to be returned to them later on, right?
Right. Once your mission is complete, you will be returning to the collective and assuming your role back with your retrieval team.
Right. Can I possibly request not replace me, but someone to be there temporarily? I mean, they're Nookie's he's brilliant at talking, and Hagatha is a magnificent wild card, but really, if I leave them alone for too long without any sort of like heavy combat person, they'll be wiped out on their next mission.
Oh, don't worry. We've already have that planned.
Oh, okay. Right. Right. I suppose. Right. All right. Right.
He will be joining them shortly.
Good.
His name is Greg. I don't think you've run into him before, but he is quite good with things, and he's very loyal, man by the rules.
Oh, that can't end well. I mean, sounds great, sir. Absolutely magnificent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, you probably would not be able to say goodbye in person. you will have to probably do a video chat on your way out because this time is of the essence. Your first stop will be the Galarian system.
To be honest, sir, I have no idea where that is.
Perfect.
Can I make an insight check if if that means it's like, oh, this is a good place to start you, or oh, it's good he has no idea what he's about to be doing.
Sure can.
Say 16 on the dice plus what's my insight? I have proficiency with that. That's a 21.
21. You get the thought of the way he's been talking, how he's only given you one detail of your mission that he doesn't even want to know, and he doesn't think you should know the full extent of your mission because you are spying on the direct enemy.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right.
Kind of, if you get caught, you're like, I have no idea where I am, kind of thing.
Is this the Galarian system?
Pretty much. So,
okay.
Please, your things have been moved to your Elysium Class 1 fighter and recon vehicle. And
Is that good? Is that a good fighter?
It's one of our best.
One of the best. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
I suppose I should get my stuff together then and get going.
Yes. Arrow, your mission's ready. And you hear, okay. And boop, a light just appears above you, and you find yourself in the cockpit.
All right.
And I now leave the game in your hands.
Okay. With that, close out that person. For the rest of you, Agatha, Nookie,
Yes.
as you guys are finishing up being discharged from the medical ward, both of you meet outside, and it's a little bit unusual as you kind of step out here. Typically speaking, Thane is the first one out here, yet you spot no cat, and you just spot no one pretending to be a tall cat dressed in a doctor's outfit anywhere in the receptionist area. What would you like to do?
Real quick, did we get like a full rest? Because I realized my D20 or my D&D Beyond is
Oh yeah, you guys have been out for
Been long rest. You guys are fully recovered. You guys are rejuvenated. You guys are good to go.
Sweet. Okay, let me. Long rest. Yay. Okay. So there's a cat in a.
No, you look around and you do not see the Thane sometimes has gotten in the habit of pretending to be a doctor whenever you guys are here and he's fully recovered, but you do not see anyone pretending to be a doctor in a coat that's way oversized for him anywhere presently. And it is a little bit unusual. As I said, Thane typically is the first one out here.
Oh. Where's Thane?
I don't know. Is there a litter box around here?
Hagatha looks around for a litter box. Not that I can see.
There isn't.
Oh.
There are restrooms off to the side, but
Well, hold on, wait. Oh my god. Maybe.
Maybe there is a litter box?
No. Hold on. And I go over to like where like they have like the charts for people. And it was like cardiac. Oh. All right, never mind.
you do not find his name on any of the
the cardiac records.
Yeah.
Looking to see if he died of a broken heart.
There is no public declaration of anyone who has been killed by the name of Thane Rust.
I was gonna say, do we know about the whole breakup?
Oh,
Or
we
like
saw
how
We saw
that's
this
right.
happening.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right. I try to get a hold of Arrow and ask her where Thane is.
As you connect to Arrow, yes, Hagatha.
Have you where's Thane? We can't find him anywhere. Is he out of the healing space room thing? I don't know what a hospital is really, but anyway, is he
Thane
better?
is presently indisposed at this time. I am not able to give you an exact location. You will be
Wow.
updated at a later date.
He's in his room crying. I bet.
Oh, poor Thane. Hagatha wants to go to Thane's room and try and find him and comfort him because that's where she thinks he is.
Yeah, let's head back to the rooms. I'd like to offload
As you
some of
guys
my
start
junk.
as you guys start making your way towards the exit, the doors of the medical ward actually burst open. A woman comes in dressed in what you've come to realize is sort of the station security uniform. Comes in, walks, makes a beeline straight past you guys, heading straight for reception. And you hear her say, "This is an emergency situation. Do you have any retrieval teams that are ready to be discharged? We need their assistance immediately."
I start walking out the door.
The reception says, "Oh well, there's those two right over there, right near the door. They
Walk
just
faster,
got
walk
released.
faster, walk faster.
You there?
Eh,
Are they really the only people you have here?" Yes, yes. For the time being. You there? I suppose you'll have to do. There's an emergency situation that we require your assistance with. I know this is not typically a retrieval team speciality, but as part of your contract, we are allowed to request your services here on the station, and you will be compensated accordingly. Will you comply?
We're short-handed. We can't find our friend.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, we don't have a full team to help, so
Yeah, we're really squishy.
As you say this, bursting through the doors leading further into the medical, bursting through the doors leading into the rest of the medical ward, you see a familiar face come walking out. And Maximus, all you have heard at this point is emergency situation, and you know what you must do.
I'm here. Prime time's here. I heard emergency. I'm your guy.
son of a bitch. I'm in.
Hey, Snake Boy. What's up, dude?
I can't remember how Hagatha felt towards him. I think she was infatuated.
And everyone really was kind of infatuated
Yeah.
with Maximus.
I love this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
The station security woman just kind of looks at him and is like, "Oh, thank God it's Maximus. All right, maybe we might be able to get some work done here. Maximus, if we can recruit your assistance here with this, as I suppose you two can be supportive of him."
Is there
Hagatha's
glory
just-
involved?
Yes, it's
I'm
an
in.
emergency situation. There are lives at stake, possibly, sir.
Even better. Life's at stake. Glory to be had.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take the money.
Money at this time will have to be negotiated at another time, but you will be compensated thoroughly.
All right.
All right. Is you guys are all in agreement? You follow who the officer who introduces herself as Corporal Higgins of Station Security, and she starts leading you down a nearby adjacent hallway, kind of moving deeper into the city station of the collective. Unusually so, most of the areas in the collective, at least that you've been permitted to travel through, so far almost always have a sort of a window or scenic visual of the exterior, the surrounding space that the city kind of moves through. For the first time, though, this area is very closed off. It is not decorative. There is no artistry, no windows, nothing. In fact, as you go down, even those of you who are typically unfamiliar with collective technology are noticing this area seems to have a lot higher security than what you've ever seen before. There are heavy doors for bulkheads and such, cameras. Hagatha, you especially start feeling that there is an increase of magical wards in this area that seem to block outside influences. You actually feel a greater distance between yourself and the fathomless. Not in the sense of you feel cut off from it, but like going from a text message to an actual letter. You feel like there's a greater distance between the two of you. You get the sense that wherever you are presently going, you are moving outside of the purview of many cosmic beings that may choose to try and observe this specific location.
Well, that feels icky.
Before we go any further, are we able to get any gear? Our counterpart had a link system where we could all talk. So maybe, do you have like sending stones? Or
Wait, you
we
don't
should
know
have some
about
equipment available at the site that you might be able to use. You say you need communication devices?
Yes, please.
you were saying something, Maximus?
But do they not have the walkies on their watches yet?
The what?
Oh. I guess that must be another level.
Hello?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we didn't. So we didn't go through orientation, Maximus. They didn't really tell us anything. They were just like, "Here, go." So, I mean, kind of like this mission.
What's your retrieval ID code?
Or what?
What's your team's name?
Punchline.
Oh God, this gets worse. Arrow, giving security clearance to group Punchline for intercommunication via watch devices. Security code 7710.
And
You guys,
all your watches start like uploading.
it'll take a minute or two. It needs to download the app.
System update. What?
5 minutes. Oh my God.
Would you
Oh,
like
wait,
to
it went down
upgrade
to
Windows
2.
11?
Wait, why is my battery life going to?
Quick, I need a charger.
As you guys continue down the hallway, eventually this passageway opens up into what, judging kind of by like some of the furniture and stuff in here, there's some desks, some chairs. This might have once been some sort of receptionist's office, but now it looks as if it has been almost turned into a security checkpoint. Furniture and other objects have been brought in and created barricades, all pointed towards a large, like 10-foot by 10-foot sliding door. Almost looks like an airlock. If we want to kind of break the your guys' character knowledge here for a bit, but there's a variety of people around here. You guys look around, including Higgins, who has just walked in. There's probably about 6 security station officials. Off to one side, you see there is a halfling who is being questioned, while another pair of officers to another side are flipping through a stack of papers. Above the huge, massive security door, you see Department of Artifact Assessment written above the door. As you approach,
What did it say again? I'm sorry. What did it? I'm trying to type that up.
Department of Artifact Assessment.
Oh.
As you enter, a tiefling who seems to be somewhat in charge kind of turns towards your direction. He kind of nods to Higgins, who steps off the side to go help the others going through some paperwork. Very straight back man, black skin with kind of wood brown hair, dark horns that curl like a short crown above his head, with shocking orange and yellow eyes that almost give the impression of like a very fiery stare, as he kind of looks over all of you. I'm Sergeant Cornelius Faust. You are my retrieval team? Maximus,
Sup, Cornelius?
good to see you. It's a bit of a pity that the only time we ever see each other is when someone's in danger.
Well, just glory happens, man.
Are you part of retrieval teams now? I thought you were still doing EMT work.
I'm just helping out. Someone said emergency. I'm here.
Good to have you here. Quite. Well, for the rest of you, going to get straight to the point. This is the Department of Artifact Assessment. It recently went into lockdown, roughly about an hour ago, I suspect. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the department, I can't risk sending security forces in there. We're trained specifically for being able to keep the station safe and secure from most common threats, maintaining order and occasional intrusion. However, when it comes to the artifact assessment, this is something that is beyond my men's capability. This department specifically goes about testing and assessing different artifacts that are brought in by teams such as yourself. And if the facility is put into lockdown, it may mean that an artifact has started running wild, or God knows what else has happened. With that, there are too many unknown factors for us to be able to send in security to be able to understand and figure out what's going on.
Can I interrupt for a sec? What do you mean by run wild?
Honestly, I can't really give you a clear idea. Artifacts are themselves mysterious, powerful objects. The reason why this department exists is to try to discern what these artifacts can and cannot do. What is real, raw power and what is merely rumors, conjectures, legends created by locals in different areas. There may very well be a terrible, monstrous rift in there, or it may be that something else has occurred entirely. Regardless, my men are not trained, nor do they have the experience with dealing with the unknown in such situations. Retrieval teams such as yourself have much more experience with on your toes. What's the right way to describe it? On your toes thinking.
We can ad-lib in the moment.
Yes. You are lacking our traditional training. You are much more flexible and capable than us for dealing with the unknown. We're not asking you to go in there without any assistance. We have some healing aids that we've been able to gather up over the last half hour or so. And he kind of indicates a case nearby that looks like it has 4 greater healing potions and 2 common, which you guys may dispense amongst yourselves as you see fit.
4 greater and what?
4 greater and 2 common.
Split them up between Hagatha and Maximus. I still have plenty.
Okay. So Hagatha and Maximus, that's 2 graders each, and then 1 common each.
Okay.
All right.
And depending upon the situation and the assessments, we will, of course, compensate you accordingly.
I think we can handle it.
Excellent. There are a few things, of course, as we've been able to gather some information. We're still trying to get more details. At last count, it appears that there are roughly 12 personnel on duty within the department. Jenkins, can you give me the dossier? Thank you. Let's see. Looks like there are roughly 5 department workers, 3 security guards, 2 department nurses for emergency aid. Looks like they were on a shift change, so they both are on duty there. And looks like 2 interns. 12 people altogether. Possibly inside there, condition unknown.
All right, so it's a shutdown and a rescue mission. Got it. More glory to
Well-
be had.
The lockdown can be undone from out here. However, there are certain reasons why the lockdowns exist. At present, the lockdown severs power, ventilation, and communication of the department from the outside. Though internally, ventilation continues to work, as well as some minor emergency power, enough energy to keep lights on, and well as to keep everything circulating. But we have been unable to establish any sort of communication internally, and the department AI is unresponsive. We've been able to achieve special clearance to be able to open the main doors to allow you in. However, once you are inside, we will be sealing you in. We cannot risk any possible threats escaping into the rest of the station. Once you have assessed what is going on, he's hands Maximus a sending stone, because you're the one he would know.
Right.
Once you're able to assess what is going on, contact us, and if it is safe and controllable, we will be able to send in our forces to be able to establish order. Are there any questions?
Not that I can think of.
No, I'm good. I'm ready. Let's get in there and figure this out.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you guys have the ability to summon things here?
Due to the nature of this department, the warding that you'll find wards all over the station to be able to protect it from being scryed, discerned, to protect certain things from being summoned in.
I mean, like from my room.
We can attempt. We might be able, depending upon where it is. What were you looking for specifically, sir?
My pet.
Your pet.
I didn't know you
Yeah.
have a pet.
Yeah, I may or may not have taken from the jungles of Shoal a flying snake.
And you didn't tell me?
Well, because I see how you are with Thane, I don't need you doing that to a snake. Plus, it will bite you.
And your point being? They give extra great hugs.
Yeah, all the way to death.
Is this creature necessary for your present situation?
Yes, he can spy on things for me. He's tiny and can get into little spaces.
What do you name him?
Snake,
Lame.
like solid snake.
Very well. We'll see what we can do.
His name's David Hayter.
Jenkins,
Okay.
can you head out to the outside of the wards and have Arrow teleport the snake creature belonging to? I'm sorry, what was your name, sir?
Nookie.
Nookie, belonging to Nookie of Team
Punchline.
Punchline. Can you have her teleport the snake here? Time is of the essence. Run. Your snake may be a little sick whenever it gets here.
Yeah, whoever's going to get it might be a little sick.
Thankfully, we're nearby the medical rewards. That's one of the reasons why the medical rewards is on this deck. Are there any other questions?
No.
No.
Very well. On a more personal note, he kind of steps in a little bit. If possible, can you all ensure the security of Dr. Zarel? If you can ensure her safety, I would consider it a personal favor.
Are you saying this is a bonus thing?
I'm saying that a sergeant in the station security will owe you a favor if you can make a point of ensuring her safety.
Sounds like bonus reward to me. So, okay.
Thank you.
Certainly do my best.
I know you will, Maximus. You really are the best of us when it comes to situations like this.
And a chance there's glory.
Just a real quick, because I didn't actually give you an opportunity to do this. Can you re-describe Maximus for us
Yes.
Yes, please.
while we wait 5 minutes for
I
the
love
snake
him.
to show up?
I love him so much.
Maximus Prime is a Goliath man. He wears full armor, has a great axe, a shield. He tends to not really use a shield, but it's there. He is, pretty tall, about 7 feet, 6 inches tall, and he is a paladin of glory. It's pretty interesting. He really doesn't worship a god. He's more a worship of the moment of the glory, and that's where he gets his power from. Seeking glory in battle and in life.
For honor and glory.
Oh yeah, he's all about it. He's obviously he's a very big, bigger than life personality that he picked up from the WWE. As you can see with the poses he does, but he's been working with the collective for a while, and that's who Maximus is.
And just as Maximus finishes describing this to everyone, Jenkins, who had gone out, returns, arriving with a very sedated-looking flying snake. Correct, Nookie?
Yes.
With a very sedated-looking flying snake and a hand that looks like it's starting to swell. Sort of hands him over to you.
How long till she wakes up?
She should be good in a few minutes. Oh frick!
Oh
I
yeah.
should play a medical.
I mean, she's not poisonous, but
I'm I'm allergic
she-
to reptiles.
she also eats poisonous things, though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think I'm having an allergic reaction. I'm gonna go. Sir, I need to go to medical. I'm gonna send someone back in a bit. There's just like no response as he just kind of turns and heads back out, making his way back down the path you guys had come.
He'll be fine. He's gonna walk that one off.
His one shoulder's kind of just leaning down to the side. With that, are there any other preparations you guys wish to make? Any other last minute requests?
Yeah. Do we have an image of what we're looking for?
That's one of the other things we've been looking through. From what the receptionist was able to tell us, there's only been one artifact brought in, say, a day or two ago. He doesn't recall having seen it, but there are no other records, at least been able to find so far, of any artifacts presently being assessed in this department.
Okay. Do we have any idea of where it could be, or anything it could be near?
From what I understand, the artifact assessment room is at the far end of the department. You'll be having to walk through most of the place before you get there. That is the most secure and most well-shielded part of the department.
Do you have any pictures of that room?
Not at present, or at least not at present that I can send you guys, because I erased my map and I only have a photo with all of my notes on it. But as he shows you, it's a bit of a trek into the apartment. There's a bunch of rooms between there, lockers, monitoring station, personal offices, break room, a room which is looks like artifact cataloging, a med lab in the actual department, And then the final room is the archive, or the actual, not the archive, the assessment room.
I was trying to get a photo or a picture of something that I could use locate object on.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay, I can do that. All right, D20, not D100. That is a 17.
Okay. From what they've described as far as the security measures, you get the feeling that because it is a divination type spell, that you wouldn't be able to use locate object from the exterior to be able to locate it specifically. You might be able to, once you are in the facility, use locate objects to find. You're wanting to be able to ping the artifact that might be in there,
Or
correct?
something near it. Yeah,
Or something near it.
Yeah.
You possibly might be able to. Once you are inside, from externally, definitely not. But once you are past the actual exterior wards, you might be able to ping the objects.
Okay.
Any other preparations you guys would like to make before you walk through this very heavy, scary-looking security door?
Through the scary door.
I give these two inspiration.
Okay.
Other
Yours
than
is
that,
it's a
I'm good.
D8.
Yes.
Okay. So Hagatha, Maximus, keep that in mind. You have a D8 of inspiration.
And that can be used for any roll?
Any D20 roll.
D20.
Yeah.
Except for damage rolls.
Yeah.
Except for damage, right.
Though I only know of like one thing in the entire game that uses D20s for damage dice. That's published.
Yeah.
So you should be good.
You can use them on any roll. It could actually. It doesn't necessarily have to be a D20.
What's any skill or ability check, right?
Oh, hold on. Ability, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yeah. So any D20 roll.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Because all of those are D20 rolls. All right.
That makes sense.
With that,
Do it!
the security doors open before you. In it is a small chamber. It looks like some sort of airlock that as you guys step into it, the doors close behind you. You hear Cornelius wish you all good luck as the door shuts behind you.
Luck.
There's immediately a blast of air all around you guys as you guess what seems to be some sort of decontamination protocol activates. You feel the doors behind you lock heavily, and the doors in front of you begin to open.
Hey, Agatha. This doesn't seem ominous to you, does it?
Windy is for sure.
Yeah.
The door opens. All that you can see presently is you see a metallic hallway stretching forward ahead of you. The lights have darkened. There is only the sort of flashing red lights of emergency lights that are flashing up above. Light strips marking the sides of the hallway, a 10 by 10 hallway, very, very large from everything that you've seen. As the smell of this area kind of fills your nostrils, you get this weird metallic sanitized feeling. The air is cold and it feels empty, tasteless. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
Passive.
13.
Why do I have 3 of them? Oh, perception. Duh. Passive. 11.
14.
14. Maximus, you're the only one who is able to passively, as there's this weird sanitized taste to the air. Due to your own experience as both a station MT as well as a rescue operative to assist retrieval teams out in the field, it is a smell of which you are very familiar with. You are able to just barely, more like taste the scent of blood in the air.
There's been blood spilled. You can taste it.
Tastes like iron.
Yeah, that's blood.
All right.
It's not
Do you
good.
guys
Should we
do you guys
go-
walk forward?
Yes.
All right. As you guys walk forward, you hear a banging slightly coming from a room just to the left. The first door you encounter, locked, sealed up tight, from what you can tell, but you kind of hear a bit of a banging up from the inside and a voice going, "Hello? Anyone out there?
Hello.
I'm really confused. What the hell is going on? All the lights turned off. It's just this weird, creepy, strobing red light. Is anyone out there?"
Yeah, run up to the door and be like, "Hello.
"Hello.
Who's it? Who's there?"
I'm Cassie. I was just coming on. Then everything just seemed to lock up. What is going on out there? Who are you?"
I'm Hagatha. I'm here to help somehow.
Agatha. "Are you a new intern?" Guys, if you pulled the alarm again as a joke, this is not going to go over well.
No, that won't. Nope. That's something's definitely going on for sure. What it is, wasn't really paying attention, but
You
yeah.
said-
Now I feel a little
Are you stuck-
claustrophobic.
Are you in danger in there, Castillo?
I don't think so. I mean, it's dark in here. Not really. There's just nothing really going on. I've heard some bumping and stuff sounds. Been in here for like 40 minutes. I've already eaten my Nutrigrain bar. Is there any way you guys can get me out?
If Maximus is going to engage in the conversation, Hagatha is going to look around for like buttons to push, possibly or find a way to open the door.
There is a security pad just to the right of it. It does not look like it's powered up at the moment.
While they're doing that, Arrow, can you hear me?
Silence.
Arrow, I have an important question.
As you kind of look down at your watch, kind of almost like a little projection kind of pops up with Arrow written next to it and a little Wi-Fi X'd out.
Oh, what? X'd
Like
out?
a little Wi-Fi
Oh.
emblem X'd out, like right next to her.
Oh, so
However-
she's not like on. So she's not online.
Or you're not able to connect to her.
Right.
However,
No idea what that means. Arrow.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you can hear me. Clearly, you're responding here somehow. What? Are we interns?
another little icon pops up, kind of pushes the arrow button out of the way. Another little one of the, like a filled Wi-Fi symbol with the word bolt next to it.
Leave it to Nookie to come up to be worried about his status label. Then oh,
Wait. So, what did it say? Bolt?
Bolt. B-O-L-T.
Hey, Maximus, what does this mean?
What? Oh,
This thing? What this?
bolt.
What?
Do I know what bolt is?
Make it.
History?
Yep.
Oh boy. That is.
well, they're trying to figure
17.
things out. Hagatha's still poking at things.
17. While Arrow handles the majority of operations across the entire station, as well as away teams, like foreign affairs, that sort of stuff, she's a master AI across the entirety of the collective. Departments may sometimes have specialized AI for their assistance. If you were to guess, Bolt is more than likely the AI for this department. If kind of glancing at Nookie's screen, you're able to know this right away. Of course, the kind of X out means you are disconnected from Arrow. which is weird because even in department specialized areas, you shouldn't be disconnected from arrow at any point, but bolt may still be operational.
Yeah. Bolt, that's probably the local area AI, because Arrow's everyone's AI, but some departments have their own. So I'm betting Bolt is the guy that runs this area, but it's really weird that we can't get back to Arrow.
Oh, we'll try and.
Hello,
Oh.
Bolt.
Connecting.
Oh my god, this thing's buffering.
Is that what that is?
Welcome. I am Bolt AI, the AI for the Department of Artifact Assessment. How may I be of assistance?
Bolt, what's the current status of the department?
The current status of the department is that it is in lockdown, as directed by Department Director Ifona Zarel.
Bolt, can you connect us to the department leader?
Connecting. Connection failed. I am unable to get a hold of Ifona Zarel. It also appears that my monitoring stations across the department have been disconnected.
Bolt, can you lift the lockdown procedure?
Lockdown procedure has been enacted by Ifona Zarel's department code. This cannot be lifted without Ifona Zarel's password.
Password. Guest.
Guest access granted. You now have limited access to Bolt AI's information directory. How may I be assistance to you, guest?
Can you describe, like, can we tell him where the door is, that one in particular? And
Bolt, can you access the door that we are across from now?
Accessing. Emergency power offline. Emergency power being drained. I cannot make a direct connection to the outlet, but I may be able to assist someone and giving them directions on how to enact a bypass.
lay it on me.
I've seen this in Jurassic Park. I know how this ends.
Well, we gotta wait a second here. Is he safer in there by himself, or with us, who's gonna go running into whatever draining the emergency power?
Hey guys, I'm hearing weird noises. Is that still you?
Like from
Yeah, we're
your
trying
room?
to figure out how to get you out.
I don't know. It sounds like something. Sounds like something in the vents.
All right, open the door.
Kind of getting
Agatha,
creepy
open the
here,
door.
guys.
Yeah, how do I open? Bolt. How do I open the door?
Okay. As Bolt starts describing to you how to interact with the door, go ahead and make a thieves' tools check. Which do you have thieves' tools?
Nope.
Okay.
Probably not.
And you have no
Okay.
proficiency with it. So this
I
is
do.
going to be a dexterity check without proficiency.
I will assist because I do have thieves' tools.
Okay.
Okay.
Then in which case, do you know how to use thieves' tools?
Me?
Nookie.
No, I don't.
You just have them.
But I believe
I
you have
have-
half proficiency.
I do have half proficiency. Yes.
Okay. So I'll give you half proficiency, Agatha, which I think we have proficiency of bonus of 3, right?
If we're gonna
Yes.
do saving through.
That's going to be a +1. And because Bolt is giving you directions, you do not suffer any penalties for working with collective technology.
Yay!
So it's
just
a +1 proficiency, and it's a
Plus-
dex check.
So plus your dexterity.
Plus my dex,
Plus
which is
one.
Your dex mod.
okay. That's cool. I rolled a 17 on the die, so that's an 18.
Perfect. Yeah. With Bolt's instructions, you are able to. It's like, okay, so connect here, connect here. Supposed to put this right here between these two parts. There's a little on you briefly that kind of shocks your hands, and the door slides open.
Agatha's good with her fingers.
Oh,
Inside, you see a young woman. If I can get my notes back up to where I was at. Good.
Also, Agatha's very pleased with herself that she got it on the first try.
Bane would be proud. But Cassie,
or
human
jealous
woman.
that she got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Human woman with blonde hair, which is her ponytail looks like it's only like half done. Like probably the power went out like in the middle of her putting her hair up. But dressed in a kind of more of a very clean white outfit. She has a what looks like a med kit strapped to a belt hanging around her waist. She looks very confused. She looks very scared. Oh, thank God. Okay. You're very tall. Wow. Right.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Okay. Where are we going? What do you guys know what's going on?
Something's interrupting the power apparently in this particular area. We got to go put turn on the emergency stuff, which I guess is not working for some reason either.
Cornelius said it's an artifact gone rogue or haywire of some kind.
Yeah.
While you guys are kind of briefly talking to her, all of you actually suddenly become very aware of there's a figure standing down the hallway from you.
How far off?
Probably about like 15 feet, 20 feet down the hallway. It's a little hard to make out details about them. They're kind of standing right now in a shadow, kind of strobe light flashing behind them, but their silhouette looks humanoid.
Yeah.
So even with dark vision, I couldn't.
The strobe light's kind of messing up your ability to see details a little bit.
Okay.
You can tell that it's a humanoid.
So it's the hallway that we were originally in, and not the one that
It's
she
this
was
it's
in.
this main hallway. So you guys just
So the
managed
one
to get
the one we were in to begin
yes,
with.
the one the one that you guys are in. You guys
Right.
just opened up the door to the locker rooms.
Right.
Which as you look in, yeah, it's a bunch of lockers. There's even a shower thing set off to the side.
Oh, she would have been fine then.
But you see this figure probably about 20 feet down the hallway. One hand kind of like leaning against the wall. Kind of if they haven't seen you, you don't know how. But as they kind of look down the hall, Nookie, you kind of hear him say, "Please, let us out. You have to get us out of here. We need to get out."
How does he know your name?
You actually don't hear this, Maximus.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do I know that I heard it in my head, or do I think that I heard it?
That is a good question, actually.
Because I would assume at this point he would know the difference
There's
between someone talking in
familiarity,
his
yeah.
head and...
I would say go ahead and make an insight check with advantage because you have experience with Thane's telepathy.
19 plus 3, so 22.
Yeah, this person is speaking to you telepathically. Please, we have to get out of here.
Can I respond telepathically?
Do you try to respond telepathically?
I would ask like in my head, I would ask, "Who are you? What's your name?" But if there's no response, I'll say it out loud.
see, you do not get a response.
Okay.
Do you say this out loud?
So yeah, then I would say it out loud. Yeah.
All right. Hagatha, Maximus, Nookie's just what were you saying?
Who are you? What's your name?
Okay. You see Nookie start to engage this person.
Ah,
Maximus was actually going into the locker room to check on the noises from the vents because those shouldn't happen.
Okay.
I have one hand behind my back, basically holding a firebolt, getting ready.
Okay. So you have a spell on hold.
Yeah.
Maximus, perception check as you kind of go in here,
Perception.
or investigation check, depending on whether you're just kind of walking in to just kind of listen, or if you're walking in to kind of like check the vents and crap specifically.
Let's kind of listen to see if I can hear it and maybe ID it or something.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 11.
11. All right. You kind of feel drawn towards one particular event. And as you kind of approach it, there's something about it makes you feel like there's something watching you from the other side of the grating.
How far off from the grating am I?
You're about 10 feet away. It's not a huge like locker room. You're just kind of like you're not that far away. Like a couple steps, you'd be right there.
All right, so I take a couple steps forward. I got my great axe in one hand, like it's just down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to take it and I want to push the bottom of the vent underneath where, like the air vent, like how they did in Die Hard, where he was checking where he was, or you push up on it to see if there's weight.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to kind of just push it, see if it kinks in.
You feel a little bit of resistance at first, and then suddenly it kind of lifts up real easily.
All right.
Nookie.
Yeah.
As you're kind of out there in the hallway, you ask this question. It's like, there's no time for names. Just get them to open the door. Let us out. We have to get out of here. We need to get out.
Aggressive. I turn to Hagatha. I'm like, something's talking to me in my head. Do you see the figure down the hall there?
You do.
yeah, yeah. I can hear him.
Yeah, it's
Kind
telling
of
me
takes a step forward a little bit.
It's telling me to let them out, and if it gets any closer, I'm gonna throw this fireball at it, or this firebolt at it.
Did you ask who it was?
Yeah, it told me that there's no time for names, and then
These are
aggressively
hungry.
told me,
We need more. More.
okay, I throw my firebolt.
He's going to start charging at you, and at the same time, Maximus, as this is occurring, something lunges out towards you from the vent. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Maximus is 15.
Wow, I actually rolled above 10. 13 for Hagatha.
19 for Nookie.
All right, Nookie. You are first in this. So he is about 15 feet out from you. You fire your firebolt.
Yep.
Okay, make your attack roll.
That would be a 21.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Ooh, 16 points of fire damage.
Nice. You fire out this bolt, streaks down the hallway, and in the brief flash of light that your bolt makes as it strikes this person, you're able to briefly see an actual security uniform on him. But as he's briefly kind of illuminated by this, you see not skin, but red goo, undulating muscle tissue, blood, organs, just this undulating mass that is in the shape of a humanoid, but looks as if they have been turned inside out. So that's your action.
How far away from it am I?
You're about 15 feet away.
Yeah, I moved back 30.
How much?
I have a movement speed of 30. I back up 30.
Okay. Between where the locker room door is and where the actual entrance into this place is, about 15 feet. You can move about 15 feet back.
I move 15 feet back.
All right. Nookie retreats back into the entryway.
Run away! Run away!
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Maximus, as this thing starts to lunge towards you out of the vent cover, moving rather sluggishly compared to your very well built and keen senses. But you just see this mash of just bloody red goo. I'm not sure if it's just because of the flashing strobe lights or if this is indeed its true color, but it is lunging towards you. This mass kind of spreading out, ready to attack you. What do you do?
He's gonna, he doesn't shy away from a fight. It's 10 feet-ish? 5 feet-ish?
Well, yeah, no, you're like right there at the vent. So it is like coming down from the vent at you. You kind of use your axe to prop it open. So you were right there within melee range.
All right. Don't know what it is. It come at me. Time for glory. Let's smash it with the axe.
All right, make your attack roll.
And then I'll smash it with a hammer. Thanks.
That will be a 21.
So hit. Roll damage. Do you have multi-attack?
Yep. Maximus is a higher level than everybody else, just the way I built him.
Okay.
It is 9 slashing.
9 points of slashing damage. Alright, second attack.
Next one. That will be a 19.
A 19 will hit.
And that will be another 9.
Another 9 points of damage. Alright. Anything else for your turn?
He is gonna feels like he takes up a lot of the space, so he's actually gonna step back like 1 step because he's the fighting retreat. He's gonna hit it back up because he knows his allies are behind him.
Yeah. Cassie, by the way, has kind of was like right behind you, like following behind you. So you kind of back up, and she's right next to you, just to your right hand side.
He'll put the arm out and push her
Yeah.
behind him.
All right.
And just for her note, hold on. She is, she's within my auras of protection and whatnot. So she, it's a 10-foot range, +2 to saving throws if she needs it. And if she absolutely needs it, her walking speed increases by 10 feet.
Noted. All right. Where you are in the locker room, Hagatha, who is at the door, also is going to have that effect. So Hagatha, keep that in mind. +2 to your saving throws, and you get an additional 10 feet of walking speed. Nookie retreated, so he is outside of that. Hagatha.
Yeah.
It is your turn. You just see this. You just saw this firebolt zoom out, hit this thing, illuminated this thing that looks like it's just made of sheer gore, and you just saw like a tentacle of gore come out of this vent, and Maximus managed to back up away from it just in time.
Okay.
So you're probably the only person who can see everything that is going on right now.
Okay. So, I think what Hagatha is gonna do is she's going to cast Fairy Fire with
Okay.
from the staff. I think it's the staff. I think it's a staff. No.
Our watches can do that, I think.
There's something I have that I equipped it, but I have so yeah, I'm gonna do Fairy Fire. It has to
Okay.
roll a dex save of 17.
Who are you aiming at? The one that Maximus is in combat with, or the one who's in the hallway?
The one in the hallway.
Okay, and that's 17. You said.
Yes.
Let's go with the red die.
Yeah. Outline. If it fails a dex saving throw,
Okay.
it's it's enveloped in light, or it's outlined in light.
Gets
For the
glitter bombs.
duration. It what?
Okay.
Glitter bomb.
So it failed that save. It is now glitter bombed.
Glitter bomb! So any attack roll against it, the affected creature or object has advantage. So anybody attacking that one in the hallway has advantage to it.
Okay. What color is your glitter bomb? What neon color is this thing?
It's a blue.
Blue.
Or violet.
As your
I'm not
glitter bomb explodes over and covers this thing in this blue glowing radiant magical essence, that did not improve its appearance at all. You are now much more able to very clearly see this sort of inside out mass of meat and flesh and blood and gore that now is blue and glowing and seems to be rotating its attention towards you, Hagatha.
so that's my action. For my bonus action, I'm going to summon a tentacle.
Tentacle.
Tentacles.
I'm assuming still at the one in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could
Yup.
free action ask Bolt to identify this thing, so I forgot to.
After the tentacle hits it, I will ask Bolt.
Okay. You kind of see the wall on the left-hand side of the hallway kind of ripple for a moment, and before this tentacle comes shooting out to start making an attack against whatever the hell this thing is. So go ahead and make your attack roll at advantage.
Ooh. What you got? Ooh, 17 on the die. Where are my spells? 17.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Sweet.
I rolled damage. And you rolled that with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 was the highest.
Okay.
And it's a D8. D8 cold. Gotcha. 3. I feel like I always mess it up. Oh, not 10. Okay, yeah. So I rolled a
Yeah.
3. Yeah, so 3 points of cold damage, and it reduces its speed by 10 feet for a round.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you moving anywhere?
No, but I am going to do that free action and ask Bolt if he can identify this thing.
All right. As you kind of hold up the watch, a little bit of scanner shoots out. And information restricted. Unable to give information.
Why is that restricted?
I'm sorry. Your access code for this department is still too low.
Maximus! You ask.
I have my own glory to deal with.
But this
with the
glory
end of
needs
your
to be
turn,
identified.
end of your turn, it is now their turn. Maximus, we'll start with you. This thing lunges out, drops down onto the ground. This just massive pile of flesh and blood and gore that kind of rears up and then lashes out at you. It is going to make a flesh tendril attack.
Ugh.
Let's stick with the red die and you. Yeah, let's use you. But my dice suck today. That is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
You just kind of smack it out of the way. You get the sense this thing probably hasn't fought anything like you for a while, if ever. However, the one outside, Hagatha, you see it kind of collapse. The clothing wrapped around it just kind of falls to the ground behind it as it drops down and starts like tendrils lash out and attach onto the ground. It starts pulling itself towards you as this tidal wave of just red stuff rises up to come slamming down on you. That is an 18 to hit.
Yup.
Okay. That is 1 and... No, it's usually 2. You guys have been both great today. And why did I give encouragement? That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you are grappled.
Help!
As you just guys, it kind of comes crashing down on you. You feel it slide, impact your body, and then slide around past your neck, almost seeming to wrap its way around you. As this one kind of fleshy tendril portion of it kind of comes up and starts shaping itself into the face of its weird humanoid face that kind of growls at you as the mouth opens wide like it's getting ready to bite you or swallow you.
I'm picturing Alien.
Very close, very close. That's going to end its turn. Their turns. Nookie. You just see this thing jump down, and it is rushed and wrapped its way around Hagatha.
I'm in deep.
So, like, she's grappled, right?
Yes,
Okay.
she is grappled.
Did the firebolt show any obvious damage?
Yes, it did do damage.
Fireball.
And this thing is... It's just, like, all flesh and weird stuff.
From what you can see, yeah, it looks like it looks like someone took a large body, ran it through a meat grinder, and then liquefied it
Ugh.
further.
Eldritch horror comes to mind.
Aberrations. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
What you doing?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna stick with a firebolt.
All right, make an attack roll.
Uh, 15 plus 8.
That'll hit. Roll
Yep.
damage. Damage.
Cocked. That is math. 9 plus 7. 16 points of
Okay.
fire damage.
All right. As you kind of strikes, Hagatha, you actually feel this thing like shake in pain, and you actually feel it tighten around you as this thing kind of sort of screams in your face in pain.
Made it worse.
Also,
Made it
you
worse.
can feel it in your head too.
You made it angry. Good job. Ow. God.
Can I?
Here.
I'm looking for the things I can do. Hold on a sec.
See, that was your action.
Yep.
Still got your bonus action and your movement. Item interaction and 1 free skill check. And your good looks.
Okay, so question for the GM.
Yes.
I used firebolts.
Yes.
Would I have the ability to, when I make an attack roll, or when I use the attack action and attack? Oh, never mind. That's with a weapon.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
attack action. Technically, the action you took was cast a spell.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Never mind.
That turn?
Yeah.
All right. Maximus, you hear this screaming and this weird pulse through your head as you kind of look behind you, and you see Hagatha is being wrapped and ensnared by one of these things, while you still have this other one in front of you pushing the attack. What do you do?
Is the Hagatha jelly combo within reach?
Is the Hagatha
This would be
jelly-
you would need to take a step to your right, but Cassie is also right behind you.
Think small.
Would it-
He's going to take that step and just reach out. But as he does, you see he twists the handle on his axe. And he's especially going to do Divine Smite.
Okay.
And he's going to come across, and his first attack will be at the Hagatha one.
All right, bring it.
Draw dice out. That will be a 17. 24? 24.
24 will hit.
Alright.
I was gonna say for free action, Hagatha would have yelled out that she
He's cocked.
has a way out.
That is 14 slashing. And is the creature registering as undead or anything fun?
I mean, it registers as something fun. What specifically fun are we talking about?
Hold on. Inventory features, traits, class features, Divine Smite, undead or fiend.
No.
Alright, so I cast this at first level, so it's only 2d8. That will be 6 points of radiant damage to it as well.
Okay. Yeah, no, it takes that hit. It is not a happy camper. Hagatha, you feel it again, kind of tighten up, squeezing even harder around you.
Ow.
But there's a
That was
weird,
tight.
there's a weird,
touch.
almost like looseness to it. Like it's squeezing, but you almost feel like it's on its last leg.
Alright, and my second attack has to be towards the one that jumped out at me and fighting on two fronts here.
Attack.
So second attack goes
It's almost down.
21.
21 will hit.
Alright, come on, another big roll out of you. That's another 14. 14.
14 points. All right. Okay. That is it for your turn? You kind of swath through here and you just splatter a chunk of this thing off towards the showers. That's going to need bleach for sure. That is not sanitary.
No, he's got a big smile on his face. This is his element.
Okay. With that, Hagatha, this thing is wrapped around you. It is, you feel it squeezing, and it is this close range. You can almost feel its thoughts from its telepathy, and there is a really deep, resonant hunger in this thing.
Yeah, she's gonna Misty Step out of this if she can.
Okay. So bonus action Misty Step. Where
Yep.
you retreat? You going further down the hallway? You popping back to Nookie into the locker room?
My initial instinct says to go down the hallway, but that's also further away from everybody.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Everything can go wrong. It already has. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. She'll teleport down the hallway.
Okay, so you
Or at least like half. At least to. Yeah.
You want to go
I'm sticking
15,
to it.
You can go 15 feet down the hallway where that thing started at if you want. You can full on go the entire way down the hallway. You can kind of see a little door off to the side down there.
No, I'll just do the 15 feet and yeah, so that does that. Have the tentacle move up towards the one that was holding me.
Okay. That can move like 20 feet, I believe. 20 or 30 feet?
30, I think.
All right. So it is now up there as this mass is kind of coiled back in, scrunched down into a blob, and is now rising up and kind of almost like a snake now, kind of coiling around, looking at who's going to be its next attack.
Actually, if I still so it can move up to 30 feet. I'm gonna move it toward like closer to Maximus. So if it ends up going after Maximus, it could protect him.
Yeah, you can move it into a position. It'll be opposite side of you from it, but it'll be kind of in the doorway where it can provide Maximus aid and also hinder this thing.
So what does that leave me? So I used my bonus action to Misty Step, and then I'm gonna
downgraded an action to be able to move the tentacle. You can still make an attack with the tentacle.
Okay.
We've allowed downgrading bonus actions, so.
Yeah. No. So I can't. But I can't do an Eldritch Blast.
You can. So you can choose. You use your Misty Step. You can either choose to move the tentacle, or you can choose to Eldritch Blast. Because those are two different actions.
Okay. I'll actually. So instead of moving the tentacle, I will do the Eldritch Blast.
All right. Turn around, charge up that beam, 2 beams actually, and fire them off at it. Go ahead and make it make 2 attack rolls.
That one cocked. Oh, cool. 99 is 18.
18 will hit.
Sweet.
There is no point in rolling damage. How do you want to destroy the first weird red blobby goo?
It had one.
Both of these beams kind of fire off into it.
Yeah, just a fiery blaze of glory. Just poof.
All right. As they both kind of meet into it, it almost seems like they dive into the flesh for a moment. And first you think, oh crap, it just absorbed everything. And then you see it kind of swell up and then
yes.
Blood and gore cover the hallway. Let's see how far. Yeah, it doesn't quite reach like Nookie or anyone else. Maximus, you're just covered. Your backside just ends up being covered in red goo. You like turn back to this one. Ha ha!
Hagatha, was that you?
Got it. Yup. One down.
Glorious!
A little more
All right.
maniacal than she anticipated, but
Is that everything for you?
I believe so. Yes.
All right. It is now the one's turn. It suffered a good bit of damage. Just saw the other one get destroyed. So it is going to use its action to disengage. And Maximus, you see it kind of go straight under the vent, and then just tissue just shoot up into the vent as it kind of pulls itself straight up, following these tendrils, and you hear knocking as it seems to run away through the vents. You are out of combat.
I would expect nothing less from a cowardly slime flesh thingy.
As it runs away, all you guys can hear in your head, all of you hear this too. You guys hear, need more meat, must find more meat, more flesh, more meat, more meat. And just kind of gradually fades as it vanishes. To the
That's not
vents.
good.
Well, I'm screwed. He flexes.
What the hell was that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm not paid enough for this. I'm not paid.
I don't
That
think
should be a
any-
good experience.
Maximus,
Yeah.
can you ask Bolt to identify this thing?
Okay. She kind of holds up her hands like, I left it at home. Sorry. I always think it's creepy just having this thing that always knows where you are, so I left it at home.
Yeah, I didn't ask you.
That's fine. It's fine. I got it. Hold on here. Disconnect. Reconnect.
The fuck did we
Bolt.
just find?
Were you watching that?
User Maximus, how good to see you again.
Nice to meet you, Bolt. It's been a while since I've been down here.
It has, indeed. Not since that one decapitation incident.
Yeah, you know, flying swords. It happens.
Did Samuel make it?
They literally lost his head.
Oh, correct. Apologies. That may be
Anyways,
detrimental to his work experience.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna give a positive review if he could. But anyways, you got any idea what that crazy stuff was?
Searching. Information restricted. Apologies. It seems that the information has been locked out recently by
I guess the
user
director.
Darian.
Derek.
Apparently, researcher Darian has locked out the information.
Fuck you, Darian.
However, if you are able to find department head Ifona Zarel, she should be able to give you clearance.
All
Hey,
right.
Bolt, can you connect us to Darian?
Searching. Darian's device is offline.
That's right.
Yeah, figures.
Last known location. Artifact assessment.
Bolt, can you send us a layout of the floor plan here?
He does, and he sends you. So you guys, like I said, I don't have the map except without my notes on it. So I'm unable to send you guys a physical map, but he is able to give you accurate directions to any location in this facility.
Okay, so basically, like, more like a kind of like a we'd have like advantage on like our navigating through the.
Yeah, but from what you can tell from the plans, like there's a main hallway that just runs straight through the thing, kind of curves around the break room briefly, which looks to be the largest chamber here in this entire thing. Up ahead, there is a security station. There is a monitoring room with also what looks like a access for lockdown procedures, as well as personal offices, kind of on the left-hand side. So left-hand side, there's personal offices that are coming up. Right-hand side, there's security station and monitoring station.
So I suggest we maybe go to security, get a view of what the cameras see, and maybe director's office after that.
So about that, the thing that we were just fighting was station security.
You kind of follow Nookie's gaze down the hallway, and there's the pile of security clothes.
Oh, by where Haggith is, kind of in the hallway.
Actually, literally at your feet, as you look down, you see just this pile of clothes that are covered in blood and burn marks. Like part of the chest is completely gone.
Like, there's a carcass.
No, it
It's just
looks
clothes.
like the clothes are intact. If you look on the inside of the clothes, it's as if someone had just used this thing to like tinfoil wrap some red pudding or something.
Ew.
It is red, and where it looks like it
Aren't we
smells
all-
like blood and a couple other things, but it is very meaty in scent.
Can I find a name tag or something?
As you kind of look over, the name tag you're able to find is Andre.
Hey guys. Anybody know an Andre?
Searching. Andre, security force. Andre is, in fact, the head of the security force in this particular department. He has the highest rank here.
Well, I think he's dead.
Last location available. Andre was in the monitoring station before I lost all my senses.
Well, the last known location is right here where I'm standing.
Updating.
All right, well, maybe if we can go to security and turn Bolt's monitoring on, we could be able to track these things.
Find out how many there is.
Yeah.
Is that
But
what
I
you
don't-
guys would like to do?
Yeah, but at a minimum, we know where at least 3 of them are. There's 3 people here. There's Andre that's a little there, and up there. One in that vent, and this one back here.
When I was throwing the fire bolts, did it look like the fire was doing more damage than, like, I've thrown these before and I've seen?
It didn't appear to be doing like excessive damage, as if this was some sort of weakness or anything. It
But,
was
like,
inflicting damage, but it
okay.
just does not appear like it was any more significant than any other target you've encountered, from the
Okay.
best you could tell. And from what Hagatha kind of updates you with what she was experiencing.
Okay.
All right, let's go see if we can turn Bolt's eyes and ears on, and then maybe
it.
directly to artifact assessment. Get this over with.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, as you guys make your way down, there is off to the right-hand side a little kind of like a booth built into the wall, which looks to be a sort of security check-in point. Door leading inside, and you kind of see through the booth that there is another door further in. But as you guys kind of like peek through the window, you can see on the floor what appears to be just a massive blood stain and shredded clothing. You have a feeling someone got turned into a gooey pile of something here.
Ooh. Is there a pile of clothes anywhere?
There is what remains of clothes.
Again, try to find name tags or some sort of identifying.
This one, however this one was killed, it looks like whatever those things were ripped straight through the clothing.
Ew. Okay.
We now know what's happened to 4.
Yeah, that's That's gross. I'm not gonna lie, that's gross. That's coming from me.
There are a couple lockers in here as well. All of which are
Haggis is-
locked presently.
Oh,
Roster, which matches which if you guys look over, kind of matches everything that you were told as you were coming in. Looks like there were 5 researchers, 3 security, 2 interns. Only 1 nurse has checked in, but Cassie you found in the actual locker. So and from what she has told you, she's still with you guys, by the way. And from what she has told you, she was just getting on shift.
I thought she was an intern.
No, Cassie is an actual nurse.
Okay.
No, she was asking if we were interns.
Yeah, she was inquiring if you guys were interns. She's never heard the name Hagatha before and related to this department. So for all she knew, Hagatha was new.
Yeah.
All right.
And as I said, there is a door off to the side, which looks like has right above it monitoring station.
Yeah. Maximus is going to go to that door and see if he can't get it open.
The door is locked.
Oh, Hagatha comes in because if I'm assuming Hagatha's assuming that it's probably the same way she has to unlock the door that she did for Cassandra.
If you want to make a check for it, yeah, go ahead. Nookie, are you providing assistance with this?
Yes.
Okay. So same thing as last time. Half proficiency, so a +1.
11.
11. This one seems to be a little bit harder, and Bolt is using words you don't know. All right, no, don't connect to. No, that's the memory card. No, don't connect to that. You want to connect to. No, you want to connect to. God, I wish I had a body.
Could I attempt?
You may.
Okay. So that is a 20 total.
Ooh, hold on. Got a new mouse in its being. Yeah. All right. So with bolts negating the collective tech penalty, you are able to pop this door open, slides to the side. As you step in, it is a much, much larger room. There are multiple monitors all over the place in front of a computer console. Also, on the very center of the room here, you do find yet another blood stain, torn clothes, and what looks like a shattered pistol. Opposite from where you guys come in, there is another door, which also is shut. Monitoring stations, from what you look like, all look to be powered down, except for one central screen.
What is on that central screen?
On that central screen is just enter password.
Guest. No. Or password.
Do you type in guest?
No.
Works on Archer.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, Bolt, you wouldn't happen to, emergency situation, give the password so we can find all these fleshy things and avoid them and get this all turned around?
Processing. Can give you temporary guest access, but only can evaluate a single room. Please select your room. Note, restrooms have no monitoring stations. Don't try it.
Thanks, Krieger.
So you guys want the main artifact room? Because that's probably where this all started.
Bolt, do you mean one room at a time or just one room period?
Guest access is typically used as a touring device for those interested in different facilities. However, we cannot give full access to the rest of the station, or rest of the department, I should say. If you wish, I can give you access to the camera that is in the artifact assessment room.
For Maximus, but what if I wanted to see something? Do I also have guest access?
Processing.
The door will
There is
easing
no
to higher access. Sorry.
there is no specific protocol that forbids this.
Okay, guys. So, Maximus, you check out the artifact room. When we're done and clear from there, I would like to check out the common room, the break room. Yep, because it's the largest room.
Can you display our choices simultaneously or one at a time, Bolt?
I can offer you your choice selection. Present rooms that have not been observed. Personal offices. Break room. Artifact cataloging. Medical facility. Artifact assessment. Lockdown room.
I understand my choices. I was asking, can mine be in a window and then the Nookie's choice be in a separate window?
Unfortunately, I do not presently have the power necessary to be able to provide that. There is a drain on emergency power coming from somewhere.
All right. Yeah, I'll take a look at the artifact room, assessment room.
Entering guest clearance 003. So, as you guys watch the monitor, the camera flickers and a screen pops up. At first, it's hard to really. You think possibly that he may have picked the wrong room, or he may have misunderstood. But as you look through this screen, because all you see is what looks like some sort of weird, almost plant-like structure. But sure enough, the label for the camera is indeed for the artifact assessment. What looks like brown, fleshy roots fill and cover the walls in this room. Tables have been knocked over as it digs through the metal into the machines. All of these roots. And there's a weird sort of wavering, almost like a pulse through that runs through the flesh. Every time it does, the camera kind of statics slightly. But all the roots kind of converge into a central point where you see, as I scroll down to your flavor text, all of them converge on this entity kind of towards what looks like the backside of the room, wrapped securely in this winding flesh that then integrates into his own body. Tattered and torn robes are all that cover it as what looks like an almost humanoid figure or someone who used to be human. Situated there, wrapped in this flesh. Patches of red hair are all that adorn a now distended head. Bone fragments, from what you can see, are piercing out of the skull. And there's a pulse to it, almost as if his brain has rapidly grown. One eye looks to be completely swollen shut. The other eye, it's difficult to see, but you can see like a trail of blood coming down from it, as well as blood coming out of what you assume to be ears. There's some sort of holes in the side of his head that have been swollen. You see 4 flesh-colored tendrils dropping down from a gaping hole where a mouth once was. Mm-hmm. Withered limbs that are wrapped around a pulsing sphere. It almost looks like it has embedded itself inside his chest. The head kind of rotates and looks directly into the camera as some sort of strange, malformed mind flare sits in the center of artifact assessment with the dragon orb that you had picked up on the Faerun world. And that's where we'll stop for today.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We will pick up next week, unless we just want to gloss over the whole thing, just go straight back into other stuff.
Absolutely freaking not.
All right. Well, with that, we'll call that there. We will pick up with this next week. Ray, did you want to do the call send out, or shall I?
Keep going.
All right. With that,
You're
we
on
will
a roll.
continue next week, finding out more of exactly what the hell is going on in the artifact assessment department with Hagatha, Maximus, Nookie, and these strange, weird flesh things, and why there is a mind flayer in this department. We'll find all that out next week, and hopefully everyone will survive. Until then, make sure to, if you enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button on all of our stuff on Twitch, on YouTube. If there's some other obscure thing we're streaming on, do it there too. And we will see you all next week. Have a good day.
Bye.